It's been a while since the last Torchlight season, but finally, after 4 months, Season 6 The Frozen Canvas is coming out on October 24th. But because the season took a while to come out, it has a lot of new content. New seasonal mechanic, new hero, new type of support skill, reward endgame and reward crafting, changes to the monetizations are some of the biggest changes coming out this season. So in this video, I want to go over them and I'm gonna try to keep this video short, so you don't have to watch the full reveal, but if you want to know all of the details, I'm gonna link it in the description. Let's start with a new season mechanic called the Frozen Canvas. The way it works is you collect the snow paper and the paint from killing monsters in the Netherrealm, and then you use the paint to fill the snow paper. Think of it as assembling your own map, kinda like in the city of Eterna. So once the snow paper is fully filled with the paint, you can enter the painting and start killing monsters. Just like any other seasonal mechanic in Torchlight, this one also has a progression system called Artistry. You need to collect colored snow to spend it here to unlock some additional perks. From the paintings, you can drop new exclusive support skills that change how the skill behave. Out of all of the ones that were shown so far, the one that I am the most excited about is Ring of Blades Strength in Numbers, which allows you to generate Ring of Blades around your minions. We don't know yet how is it going to scale. Is it still going to count as your damage or damage dealt by your minions? But even if it's still going to be your damage, there are surely going to be some modifications to the minion skills, so we should get some new interesting builds for every hero. Speaking of new heroes, the new hero we get this time around is called the Whisperer Selena. She is a bard siren which can change between two forms, siren and a human. When she is in a siren form, most of her abilities turn into channeled skills and are able to be used while moving. When she enters a human form and change her fishtail into the legs, she deals increased damage. So if you want to play a fully automated build without any investment, she is a great choice for you. Now let's talk about the changes, starting with the hero traits. Hero relics have been removed and hero memories now have a direct effect on corresponding hero traits. Now hero memories have trait levels, which will improve hero traits on top of the regular mods. These regular mods have been simplified and you can use memory scraps to improve them. This makes the system much less complex and confusing, while also puts more emphasis on the hero traits rather than the mods on memories. Items and crafting got a big overhaul. Now legendary items can no longer be crafted and rare items now have different amount of maximum possible affixes on an item dependent on the item's item level, up to a maximum of 3 prefixes and 3 suffixes. When the item drops, now its modifiers are considered base affixes and cannot be changed by crafting. If the item still has some empty slots for affixes, these can be added and are considered as random affixes. These are categorized into 3 different types: base, advanced, and ultimate. All of the affixes have been redesigned and items can have up to 2 advanced and ultimate affixes. When it comes to crafting, now you can use basic, advanced, and ultimate embers to add or replace random affixes on the item, with the resulted affix type dependent on the type of used ember. Also, only priceless equipment can be crafted using ultimate embers. Now if you want to craft the best possible items, you'll have to corrode them using rotten and brilliant axes obtained through the Clockwork Ballet. Doing this has a chance to turn the affixes on the items into the tier 0 affixes. These changes means that affixes on the items dropped on the ground matter much more, since they cannot be changed, while crafting should be much simpler and adding desirable modifiers onto the item should be much easier. Endgame content also got some big adjustments. Time marks 8.3 and 8.4 have been removed, and a new time mark called Profound Time Mark 8 have been introduced. Redesigned Deep Space also have been brought back. The main difference between the regular Time Mark 8 and Deep Space is that they require new beacons, so you don't feel as punished for not running the highest time mark, since now you can farm Profound Time Mark 8 for the Deep Space beacons. These new time marks also will grant much better rewards, which means that the corresponding beacons are gonna be probably very expensive, so farming them in the lower time marks might be very profitable. Clockwork Ballet now has a chance to appear in the Netherrealm maps, and new talent constellation for the Clockwork Ballet have been added. Confusion cards are now always active, so you don't have to progress them anymore, and they last for 4 maps. Also, now confusion cards connected to the specific mechanics, such as trials or the old seasonal mechanics, don't appear naturally. Instead, they are added to the pool of possible cards by allocating specific talent points. This means that we will no longer get cards that are useless for our strategy, like for example, if you farm Trials of Machines and have corresponding talents allocated, you will no longer see a Trial of Hunting or Trial of Might confusion cards, unless you allocate their talents too. A lot of the constellation talents and compasses have been adjusted too, so hopefully we will see some new farming strategies. Now let's talk about the monetization changes. To be honest, we are not really getting any true changes to monetization, but we are getting a lot of stuff for free. This time around, all heroes except for the new one, the Whisperer Selena, are going to be free. New system called Supreme Showdown offers progressively harder bosses, which after completion give you some currency and jagged primo crystals. After completing all of the challenges, you get to choose one of the legendary seasonal pets from the previous seasons for free. Now Daily Challenge offers a time-limited encounter with Ordak, which rewards some primo crystals and some currency depending on how much damage you dealt to the boss. The last new addition is Path of Progression, which acts as a guide to your progression and rewards you with currency, primo crystals, and some free packed spirits. We are also getting some quality of life improvements, like being able to customize your UI on mobile. Trade House now has a search history feature, which is very nice to have since it was very annoying to have to retype all of the search conditions every time you wanted to search for the same items. In the help manual, now you can search for affixes and their sources. Lastly, completing City of Aterna, now instead of increasing its difficulty by 5 levels, it is increasing it by 10, so you can progress it much faster. And all of the talents at the Psalms of Aterna now are visible from the start, so there is no confusion which way you should progress. These are most of the changes revealed to us, but there still should be more to come in the patch notes, which we should get at some point before the reveal. But for now, it is not clear which day exactly. I'm looking forward to playing the season. It's been a while since the last one, and there is no other action RPG to play right now, so it's releasing during the perfect time. So that's it for this video, and see you at the season start on October 24th.